Hi, welcome to the Dirty Little Dozen, a 12-video discussion of the changes within the PMBOK 4th and 5th editions. I understand that integration hasn't changed a lot. Has anything in the project charter and project management plan changed?
You're right, Rachel. Project integration management hasn't changed that much. There are some key changes, though. They've really intensified and brought out the integrative nature of project management and how everything really ties together. There's a dependency on every element here, from looking at risk right at the very beginning all the way through to ensuring that your stakeholders get the right project information at the very end. So let's take a look at this step by step, because there's not a lot of changes, but we'll look at each of the different processes. First, in developing a project charter, overall they've changed the word contract to agreement, just because there's more than just contracts out there that you have to pay attention to in procurement management. They've added a new technique throughout the PMBOK about facilitation, and they have a bit more information on the charter. For example, they've developed or established and said what the minimum requirements are for a project charter, and that is that you have to set the boundaries for the project. That's the minimum requirement for the project charter. And that's actually mentioned in Develop the Project Management Plan, which really brings out the iterative nature of project management. After that, the direct and managed project work hasn't really changed at all. Monitoring and controlling work, they brought out the idea of using forecasting data to help make decisions, and an analytical technique such as regression analysis. What else? Well, in monitoring and controlling work area, they've really built up the knowledge significantly in the content on monitoring and controlling. And finally, well, not finally, but in the next process, perform integrated change control, they've really highlighted the value of making sure the communications is correct, and around the disposition of the changes to the stakeholders, to make sure that the stakeholders understand what happened to the change requests that they have submitted or brought forth to you as a project manager. They've also increased the role and brought up more information around how the change control board can actually help in change management. And finally, the final process group here, close project or phase, very minor, grammatical changes only, just make it read a little bit easier. That's all.